on Torrey Rock Road, heading south towards the greater Turkey Hill Road from the lesser Turkey Hill Road. And as we progress down Torrey Rock Road, you'll notice the great rock outcroppings. And of course, all the posted signs. Let's look past the posted signs. Let's look at the rock outcroppings. This area was noted for a great, wonderful Native American population, thriving communities. This upper Red Hook, Jackson Corners area. I'm not sure these pictures in this video will do this justice, but boy, it's a beautiful sheer rock cliff as we climb. Imagine what it took to blast, chip, drill, break rock outcroppings like that to get in rail beds. We'll see pretty soon. Hold on to your hat. We are on Turkey Hill Road. We've just come down Torrey Rock to the end. We took a left onto Turkey Hill. Quite a steep downhill grade on that Turkey Hill down in toward Jackson Corners. And on your left hand side, about halfway down the hill, you'll come upon this Indian burial ground. Chief Crow and other Mohican Chikamacos of Moravian faith buried here. Last burial about 1850. This sign was generated in 1935. Now that word Chicamaco, some spell it with a C at the end, some spell it with a K at the end. Chicamaco. It's kind of comical to hear that word mispronounced. Chicamico, many others. But it's Chicamaco. It was a native tribe here of the Mohican. This is a burial ground on Turkey Hill just before Jackson Corners. Beautiful dry laid stone wall around it. And we do see keep their sacred beliefs, and I won't enter the property, but we do see some well-placed simple fieldstone, bluestone markers, and somebody put that there very recently. But it is a gorgeous day. It's a nice little stop along your way. And sadly, between the culvert on Turkey Hill Road and our next stop, which we are very close to, there really is no public spot to view the railroad bed, to view the railroad corridor. It does progress along the Rojan, the Roloff Jansen Creek, which parallels Jackson Corners Road between Jackson Corners and Elizaville. And there really sadly is no public place to view the rail bed. It goes through 99.9% private property. There's an interesting stone relic ruins here. Old Gary the gray squirrel. This was a old home site. It looks like they started laying some cement block up there. It might have been tried to have been rehabilitated over the years. But this is a tiny little side road, grass road, that does go off of Turkey Hill. If you were so inclined with your four-wheel drive or your trusty Subaru, you could enter this property here. Again, keeping the solemn privacy of the burial grounds. Please don't enter and walk on that. On to the next. We are here on the rock cut to the south of Shields Road, the private road that is the railroad corridor, walking through brambles and briars and sticker bushes. However, this is hopefully going to be worth it. As you can see, they had some rock cut here that they had to get through. Both sides. This is the corridor actually south of Turkey Hill Road, but in actuality we are heading toward, right now, we're heading toward Mount Ross from Elizaville. And again, we try to be very alert and very weary of trespassing signs. I did not see any on this side. Shields Road is signed off as being private road. Please don't enter. When I was delivering house-to-house products, I quote-unquote got away with it. But we are here at the end. If I were a daredevil, I'd do it, but I'm not. This is a beautiful example of the Rhinebeck and Connecticut road corridor here in the Jackson Corners region. Look at those stone columns that were actually reinforced on top after the original stonework and wood gave way over the years with concrete. Should I jump? No. We're on the concrete part now, and down there is some of the stone laying in the creek bed that has fallen. There's 2 or 3 pieces right there. So let's go back and we'll walk back towards Turkey Hill, and maybe we'll walk down Shields Road a little bit. I don't want to get arrested, but I do want to get some good shots. Let's see what happens. I would say I'm on railroad bed, and I would say it's a good 8 feet high on that side, and that's a good 8 to 10 feet high on that side. Look out. Milk, people, those were the 2 primary commodities that were hauled by these local railroads. Milk and people. Let's jump to the other side. I just thought I'd give you a shot of that. Everybody knows they live on a railroad bed. Here's one more example. Turkey Hill, Shields Road. Well, kids, we made it to the end of Shields Road, and this lovely gem is what we find. This crosses a real nice high cut with this little stream that feeds into the road jam. This, folks, is an original bridge. That there is virgin iron you're looking at. That ain't no recycled stuff. That's the real deal. Now, I did achieve permission from the landowners to be here. That's a critical point. As I've said before, you have to respect your trespassing on private property. I did meet and speak to the landowner, my new buddy Mr. Bill, and he gave me permission to come down here so I can share this with you guys. This is the Rhinebeck in Connecticut, where it crosses from one side to the other just before Jackson Corners. Sure is nice, isn't it? The old wooden catwalk underneath. And Bill told me that there is a name tag with a date, so we're gonna go look for that. And as I've said before, these stone abutments and stoneworks were not built with hydraulically operated, air-conditioned, heated, radio-equipped excavators. They were built with sheer, raw man and horse and donkey power. Look at that. That's original before the turn of the century down there, and then some reinforcement with the concrete, like is very, very typical on all these crossings. This is it, folks. Here we are. I'll get you some shots of the top here in a second. Let's go see if we can find that tag. Well, on our way out from the lower section underneath the bridge, we find this nice structure foundation of an old structure that was here. One can only surmise that perhaps it was part of the railroad. I would have to say it is 20-ish by 30-ish feet. It says it all right there. Stop. Dead end. Here we are, folks. Just a little walk, a little bit further. Again, down the end of Shields Road. Rhinebeck in Connecticut corridor. With permission. Railroad. Oh, sign is worth $1 million. I don't know what. Million treasures. Anyway, here we are. It's been all redecked. Good to go. I was told by the homeowner it will now hold 72,000 pounds. But don't come down here with your tanker trailer and expect to go over this bridge anytime soon. We're gonna walk on out. We're gonna ride out and Sam the silver car, and we're gonna go check out a small culvert on the way out. Many thanks to my new buddy Mr. Bill for letting us shoot this bridge. Thanks, Bill. Coming back out Shields Road. Found this old gem up on the hillside. I've said it before, if those walls could talk, boy, what a story they'd tell. Comes down and down and down past my feet. And oh, looky, looky. a culvert. I want to show you guys something cool here. Stalactites from the calcification from the lime and the concrete. That's awesome, isn't it? Want to go? Hang on. Well, we're wet now. Oh boy. Nobody got claustrophobia, do they? I slipped. And we come out on the other side. We always do, don't we? There's the Rojan Creek. Rolf Jansen. There she is, folks. Popular for tubing and crapping your pants when you get going too fast and you hit something. Trust me, I know. Here's the other side. Concrete was probably originally stone, and then they reinforced it with this new one. By new, I mean turn of the century, the 1900 century. Oh, we gotta go back. Hold your breath, folks. Here we go. Woohoo! Whoop. Almost there. Light at the end of the tunnel. Here we are. And we made it. How's that? So just to give you a reference point where we are on the corner of Jackson Corners Road and Turkey Hill. Right here in beautiful Jackson Corners. And this is the road. And this, folks, is the old Jackson Corners General Store, post office, gas station, gambling hall. It was an inn where the weary stage travelers and the railroad riders would ride. This is still one of the older carriage steps right out front. And look at how close it is to the road. It's about 5 feet off the side. An old historical plaque that was put out front. If you can't read it, I'll read it for you. It was placed here in 1935. It's really beat up. The road salt hits it. It says Colonial Inn, built about 1773 or 8, not sure. Stage Inn, doctor's office, hotel, store, post office of Jackson Corners. And again, it was placed here in 1935. That's the real deal, folks. It's been an antique shop, and I can personally attest. And when I was truck driving through this area, I would park over there where Sam the Silver Car is in my flatbed, and I'd throw the four-ways on and walk on over and climb in that door right there, grab a coffee and a Danish, and I sure would put my feet up on a wood stove and have a good old chat with the owners. And that was back in the 1970s. A while ago, but not that long ago. And this is just the garage across the road. The gas pumps were right there. That's an old sign post with lights that shine down on both pumps. And right there is the vent pipe from the in-ground tanks that used to be there. They're all gone. All right. Just one more little point of interest here on the site of the Jackson Corners General Store is the Stage Stop Antiques. It is a most unusual shop. And sorry, but they don't have a bathroom. Stop on in. They'll be opening up in April 2022 for the season. They have some great items. Great folks. Yet another historical marker. Yet again from 1935. Ooh, I felt that one right up my spine. The Nobletown Road, running from the Post Road in Livingston through Gallatin, Ankrum, State Line, Nobletown to Barrington, New Hampshire, in use before 1798. I'm getting off the road before I do get hit. Well, before my battery dies, I thought I'd grab one more shot. We are here on Academy Hill Road. Academy Hill Road, off of Jackson Corners Road, where we find these stepping stone concrete abutments. There's some remnants of old stonework. They were replaced, of course, with concrete, and they do go all the way up the hill. We are right near the Rojan. This was a quite large wooden trestle in the day. We are on now the east side of Academy Hill. Over there is the west side of Academy Hill Road. And give you a feel for the height. Somebody in modern days has built quite a nice wooden overlooking platform up there. Can't see it in the pictures, but there is a fence there with posted signs every 30 or 50 or 100 feet. Don't go in there, folks. Stand here on the road and enjoy them from here. And just imagine the wooden trestle that went from here all the way over to there. Academy Hill Road, folks. Yeah, remember I said the battery was going dead? Well, it did. So anyway, we're sitting here in the confines of Sam the Silver Car, right along the Roloff Jansen, down here on Academy Hill, where I just shot those concrete piers and abutments for the once beautiful wooden trestle, where it crossed over top of Academy Hill Road. And I just want to say, folks, this video and this series that I've started and will continue as long as there's breath in my lungs, is the primary reason is to bring this to you, the viewers, to enjoy, to think about getting in your buggy and going for a ride on a Sunday afternoon if you're fairly local, and if you're somewhere around the world, just to give you a glimpse into what railroading was like here in the Hudson Valley. I've said it before, the homes and the home sites and the grounds and the land is being developed and bulldozed and excavated and, in my personal opinion, destroyed. And along with it goes the history from our fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and beyond. So anyway, as I recharge my batteries, I'll catch you next time. Academy Hill Road, right along the Rojan, just east of those beautiful abutments. We see another concrete reinforced former stone culvert. Quite a nice one. Private property. Do not enter, because I did not either. And here's your reference point. Here we are. Brand new bridge. Thank you. You're welcome. My taxes help pay for it. Academy Hill Road. This is the Rojan. Running pretty good today. This is flowing at a pretty good clip. Very, very popular summertime swimming spot. Trust me, I know. Well, if you really want to take your life in your own hands, travel south on the Taconic Parkway from Jackson Corners Road, cross over the Rojan, and right there, oh, look at the deer. About 7 or 8 of them just crossed the railroad corridor. There goes number 9. Too bad. There they go. That's the old corridor right there, and it crossed right here, and it goes on out that way. And I am not about to walk across the parkway, although right now I could. There's nobody in sight, but I surely would perish on the way back. Let's go down south and flip around and see if I can find a place to park on the northbound and get a shot of that. Wish me luck. Well, we did it. We got turned around. I went southbound on the TSP, Taconic State Parkway. I went down to Ferris Road by the Tom Carvel golf course. You know, there's a lot of history in this area. Tom Carvel, Carvel ice cream. Well, here you go, folks. This is the eastbound rock cut just east of the Taconic State Parkway, just before the road Jan Creek, just before Jackson Corners Road. You do not have to risk your lives to see this, because I did it for you. There you go. I hope you enjoy. Catch you over in Mount Ross next, the next public viewing spot. Remember, we're doing public spots where you can get out, walk, drive, do somersaults, whatever you want to do to see the Rhinebeck and Connecticut road corridor, not privately posted lands. Thanks, guys. This is Mount Ross, guys and gals. Quaint little hamlet that's been here a long time. It's the county bridge. All these old bridges used to have lights on them. There's the old wires, the stanchions. All four corners had lights. Mount Ross Road. The hamlet of Mount Ross. This was a gas station. An old pump. Just sitting there. Let's go find the rail bed. This is Mount Ross. They being Dutchess County, I believe the Historical Society in partnership with the Agricultural Society. I could be wrong, but I think I'm close. Several years back, purchased and dismantled the old one-room schoolhouse that was here. I'll show you the spot once we get past old Sam the Silver Car. Look at all those posted signs, guys. Wow. They're everywhere. Even out here in Mount Ross. Well, I guess we're not going down that bed, but there it is. That's looking east. I'm sorry. That's looking west. Right there. That's looking west. Back towards the Taconic State Parkway where we just were, and Academy Hill Road, Jackson Corners, and on back into Elizaville. That's looking west. And as we cross Mount Ross Road, sign says it all, doesn't it? Okay. Anyway, that's the rail bed. Continuing east over towards Silver Nails. A lot of old gems right here in Mount Ross. It's commuter's paradise. They live up there, they live down there. They drive through here at 65 miles an hour to get where they're going. What do we got here? Mount Ross, named for Captain Thomas Ross, who was called Baron Ross. He left this world in 1762, August. State Department of Education, 1940. Awesome. Mount Ross. One-room schoolhouse sat right up here. And it now resides, fully restored, for the world to view in person at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds in Rhinebeck. I believe this is going to conclude episode 2. We went today from Elizaville. Goodbye, railbed. We'll see you next time. We went from Elizaville to Jackson Corners to Mount Ross. Those are the 3 hubs we visited today as we say goodnight to the lovely Rolf Jansen. And by the way, kids, make sure you got your R permits. Don't go across this bridge. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching today's episode, guys and gals. We started off in Elizaville, ended up on out into Jackson Corners, up over the crest, crossed at the Conic State Parkway, and into Mount Ross. 3 nice little towns to visit today. The Rhinebeck and Connecticut Railroad is out there waiting for us. Let's go find the rest of it. Catch you next time.
A plume of smoke, a ghost of wind, they carry on like they've always been. Part of some deep and darkened way. He's standing there, making space, telling words that have no place. His eyes turn with a deep and darkened haze.